Season 4 is about to begin and we are still here at Macclesfield. We're about to make our Football League debut as we start our first matches of the season in League 2. It's been a difficult summer of recruitment. We've got some good players in, but it's going to be our toughest season yet, I think. Hello and welcome back to some more Football Manager 2026 and another part of the Journeyman with Macclesfield. Today we are back with the start of our League 2 campaign with two matches, one against Bromley and then one against AFC Wimbledon, as we look to make a bright start. If you were with me yesterday, you will have seen our transfer special and the players that we managed to bring in. We have brought in a decent number of players. First signing of the window was Alexandro. He's come in, 37-year-old left back, former Juventus player. Obviously towards the back end of his career, but certainly comes in as one of our best players. We also signed Dane Scarlett on a free transfer from Tottenham Hotspur. He's been in red-hot form in pre-season, so looking good for him. We've also brought in Aramide Oti, right winger. He has come in on a small deal. It was £13,000. He's come in from the New Saints. Looks pretty good. He's going to be our new right winger, but can also act as a little bit of backup up front. We've brought in Chris Willock from QPR. He was at Cardiff. Former QPR player, was at Cardiff. He's come in on a free trial, had a decent pre-season. He comes in as our new left winger, can also play in behind the striker. Very experienced player in the Football League, so looking forward to seeing what he can do. But he is out for the next few weeks, so it's going to be a while until he actually makes the transition. We have brought Birkin Ermic back into the team on loan until the end of the season from Bristol City. Scored 31 goals in 42 National League appearances last season. Looking forward to seeing what he can do this year. Burton Ernie, as we like to call him. Theo Outen has come in on loan from Watford. He is a 20-year-old English right back. Got good pace, good aggression, good crossing, decent tackling, decent technique. So should be a good player on that right-hand side. We've also signed Harrison Duncan as a defensive player, can play in defensive midfield, can also play at centre-back. He has come in on loan from Rotherham. We've also brought in Serge Aurier, 35-year-old Ivory Coastan, or right back from the Ivory Coast. Obviously, needs no introduction. Former Tottenham, Nottingham Forest, PSG player. Has had a couple of good seasons out in Iran. I think should be more than good enough for this level, but still got some good attributes. So yeah, very happy that we managed to get him in. And finally, we brought in Favour Fawunmi. He's come in on loan. He hasn't. He's come in on a free transfer actually from Exeter City. He's not necessarily going to be the best player straight away, but has got some good potential and has played well at this level in the past. So we will see. He can play either on the right or the left wing. In terms of what the media are expecting of us, they are suggesting that we're going to finish 16th this year, firmly mid-table. But our odds aren't too long, and we're certainly closer to promotion battles than relegation battles, according to the media. We will have to see. I think we'll have a big idea after this match against Bromley. George Pratt did leave the club. He had his release clause triggered, so he's gone elsewhere now. So we are looking for more centre-backs, trying to help this team make a bit of progress. But this is going to be our team for the opening match of the season. We have got Vicente Reyes starting in goal with Oughton, Upson, Parker and Sandro in defence. Duncan holds the midfield with Mella, Elliot Lee and Fawunmi starting behind Birkenhermic and Danny Elliott up top. We've got the likes of Dane Scarlett on the bench, and we've got a couple of our youth players in Danny Doyle and Andreu in the first team now. Williams Howell continues there as well. Serge Aurier on the bench. We are struggling for depth. We certainly need more signings. We're not blind to that fact, but we've got to get ourselves into the match, and fingers crossed we will be able to perform in it and get ourselves 3 points. We were absolutely outstanding last season. Of course, won the National League with over 100 points. We won it with 8 games to spare. It really was a quite incredible season from us in the end. But here we come into the EFL for the first time in the Journeyman, and look at these graphics. They look lovely, don't they? Taking on Bromley in this first match, and I like how it sort of scrolls through the league. We will keep an eye on that throughout the season. But can we get 3 points on the board as Football League football returns to the Leeson.com Stadium for the first time since Macclesfield were wound up and, of course, were expelled from the football pyramid. So here we go then. Let's get ourselves into it. Full house, packed to the rafters is our stadium today. We got 5,000 in here at the Leeson.com Stadium, which is lovely to see. And here's O'Grady. Good shot, but Reyes with the save. And it would be amazing if we can get all 3 points in this match. Here's Fawunmi. Fawunmi on the ball. Gets it back to Alexandro now. Sandro gets it forward to Danny Elliott. What a goal that is from Danny Elliott. And I love this. 1 goal in 1 match. That is some lovely graphics at the bottom there. And it was Alexandro with a beautiful, beautiful ball forward. And that's the sort of quality that he is going to produce for us this season. And what an angle to score your first goal of the season. Danny Elliott, who lots of football manager players would discard these old dogs like Damani Mella and Danny Elliott, players that have brought you through the National League North. And I mean, Danny Elliott scored over 30 National League goals last season. You would be dumb to not start with him. Here's Alexandro with the corner. This could be good if he can deliver set pieces as well. There's the header from Michael Parker. George Pratt would have absolutely scored that. So he is going to be really tough to replace in that regard. But what a start. What a beautiful, beautiful start. 1-0. We will keep an eye on that league table as well and see where we end up come the end of the day. Reyes, boots are clear. Header from Danny Elliott forward. Moore away. Here's Oughton now. Oughton forward. Headed away again by Moore. Here's Thompson. Now Banga. Gets it to Tapaloge. Oh, that's a bad tackle from Oughton. That's him off. Wow. Okay, that didn't take long, did it? Right, Damani Mella's going to come off. We're going to put Elliot Lee on that right-hand side. And we're going to put Serge Aurier there. Yeah, in position and out of position. Yep, that's fine. Okay. Wow. So, yeah, down to 10 men. It just seems to be our thing against, bigger clubs than us. In the FA Cup against QPR, we went down to 10 men. I think against Aston Villa, we went down to 10 men. Just seems to be a thing that we do, and we seem to panic. Whipped into the middle, headed away by Alexandro. What a game he's having. First game in English football. What a ball from Danny Elliott to Birkenhermic. Should have been 2-0 there. We're not going to get many more chances like that in this game. Smith clears. It's almost half time. Half time, 1-0. Don't want to see anybody slacking off now. We need to all pick it up in the second half. So let's see what happens here. 50 minutes gone in this match. About 40 minutes left. What a victory this would be to start us off if we could hang on. Being down to 10 men. Certainly seem to be playing quite well here. Here's Aroyi. Oh, it's a good save in the end. I don't quite know how it didn't go in, but decent save from Reyes, and he's having a good game. Obviously, he's going to be crucial to us this season, and obviously keeping him fit because we don't have a high-quality backup goalkeeper. We've got our sort of wonder kid goalkeeper, if you like, on the bench, who's very young and inexperienced, so need to be careful about that. Right, coming up to 65 minutes now. Might have to make some changes. Here's Banga. Sawunmi. That's forward. Reyes comes out to collect. Danny Elliott looking quite tired, so he's going to possibly be the first one to come off. Reyes boots it forward. Birkenhermic is there. Birkenhermic is in. What a save. Had a couple of chances now, Birkenhermic. Hasn't scored. Be interesting to see whether he can make that step up to League 2 standard. It's a big step up from the National League. We're going to put Andreu on that right-hand side for Elliot Lee. And Danny Doyle is going to come on as well. Yeah, I'm going to keep Birkenhermic on. I'm going to put Dane Scarlett up top alongside Birkenhermic. We'll see what he can do then in these last 15 minutes. I'm hoping the fresh legs up top will just give us a little bit of an edge. Got some young, ambitious players that have come through our youth system, ready to give it their all. 5 minutes left. Yeah, don't think I want to touch anything else. Yeah, I'm not putting Paul Dawson on. 3 minutes of added time. And it looks like we're going to survive. There it is. 3 points in the bag. That could be a huge 3 points come the end of the season. It stops our trend of losing matches on the opening day, which is what we've done the previous 2 seasons before going on to dominate both leagues, which is brilliant. Once again, I have requested the coaching badges, but they are just rejecting it every single time. I would happily stay at Macclesfield if I was able to do my coaching badges. We are not going to be able to progress without being able to do that. But Reyes, what a match from him. Alexandro had a good debut as well. Going to have to watch him on the discipline. But let's see if we can back it up with a good performance against, who was it again? AFC Wimbledon. That's going to be a cracker. Okay, just the one change then for this match against AFC Wimbledon. Serge Aurier comes in on the right-hand side. We have brought in another player. Cabezan Gomes has come in, 22-year-old from Montpellier. Decent attributes. He is a defensive midfielder, lots of potential, so fingers crossed he will be a positive signing for us. And actually, he can play there. You know, Duncan is sort of a makeshift defensive midfielder. So let's get into it then. Gomez is going to be the number 29, because why not? So let's get ourselves into it then. Against AFC Wimbledon, away from home. It's, you know, a big match. Another Phoenix club as well, which, you know, it's quite nice really, isn't it, to see a club just like ourselves. And yeah, we are starting to play some real proper clubs now, aren't we? And that is a lot of pressure. That's on our shoulders. We're going to have to make sure that we're taking our chances. And, well, hopefully we will do. And yeah, maybe it could be another great year. But yeah, I thought today again will be very telling. I think our first match we were sort of just carrying on as normal. You know, it was a great Danny Elliott goal and a very solid defensive performance. Let's see how we get on away from home today. There's a chance, and well, Reyes once again, absolute granite in goal there. Excellent save. So it remains 0-0, but Wimbledon very much on top so far. Here's Grant, gets it to McCann. McCann out wide now to Dlamini. Brown. Ooh, excellent tackle from Upson. That's forward though to Armstrong. Back to Patterson now. Patterson back to Seddon. Now here's Patterson again into the middle and Brown over the bar. Yeah, feels like a goal is coming very, very soon for Wimbledon. But let's see if we can take our chances. We're sticking with the dynamic duo up top. Here's Sandro, but he lost it that time. That wasn't a good pass. Here's Armstrong now. Armstrong pushing forward. You know, having old men as fullbacks, that could come back to bite us. With the lack of pace on that right-hand side. Here's Patterson. Ooh, it's off the post. Again, it feels like it's coming, and it does. Alex Patterson puts it in. And it's 1-0 to Wimbledon. Patterson hit the post. It was cleared away by Elijah Upson. Ashby got it into Brown, and then there was the finish. It was deflected and past Vicente Reyes, and it is 1-0 to the Wimbledon. Parker, forward. Stevens. Armstrong. Seddon. Seddon still going. Yeah, cleared away. This could be quite an eye-opener, couldn't it? We are being absolutely torn apart here. And it's just this higher quality of opposition that we're taking on. And if we're not defensively sound, we're going to be in trouble. So 2-0 already. Can we get ourselves back into it? Header from Aurier. No, Patterson wins it back. Here Stevens gets it to Seddon again. And here come Wimbledon pushing forward. Good tackle from Mellor. Aurier forward. Here's Birkenhermick now. This is a chance for us. Elliot Lee forward to Birkenhermick again into the middle. And somehow that didn't find its way to Danny Elliott, who would have absolutely put it into the back of the net. Here's Birkenhermick. Danny Elliott puts it in, but it's offside. I think it was Birkenhermick. That was the man. Yep, he was the man offside. But that's where our long ball can come in quite nicely. Our central defence will give us chances. Here's Damani Mellor. He's going to throw it in. Flicked on by Parker. Here's Sandro. Sandro gets it to Duncan. We're just coming into the game a little bit here. Damani Mellor now. Here's Parker. Duncan forward. Headed away again. Elijah Upson gets there for 1-me. Now here's Mellor. Mellor still going. Mellor still going, but loses it, and that's end of highlight. That's a shame. Felt like we were just coming into the game there. But it didn't happen. But yeah, we've got to lower those expectations. The last 2 seasons have been unbelievable. We're not going to have a season like that again. But let's make some changes at half-time. Let's try and change this around. We'll bring Danny Doyle on. Danny Elliott hasn't really been involved much, so we'll put Dane Scarlett on for him. And Serge Aurier is looking anxious, so we're going to put Rogerson on, who's one of our youth players. And see what he can do from right back today. Because Aurier's not playing well, so we might as well give a chance to some players that we haven't seen a lot of. And see how they cope in the situation. You might stumble across a great player doing that, and I've always had that view. Here's Reyes. Duncan gets it to Mellor, forward to Birkenhermick, into the middle it goes, headed away, but only as far as Dane Scarlett, who whips it in himself, and Davies comes out to collect, and Birkenhermick definitely looking like a creative force today. He's been a little bit unlucky so far. Here's Seddon. Yeah, Armstrong. Here's McCann. Gets it forward himself to Seddon. Now here's Armstrong. Over the bar it goes. Okay. Going to give Gomez his debut. And we're going to bring on Williams-Howell at left back as well for Alexandro, who seems to be struggling out there a little bit. Here's Danny Doyle on the left-hand side. Still going. Danny Doyle whips it in. Damani Mellor gets it to Lee. Oh, Rogerson with the shot. And it's over the bar. But we've definitely had a better second half so far. But it's nice to play some of our younger boys. Davies clears. Rogerson misses his header. Here's Armstrong. Patterson. Brown hits the bar. Okay, I'm going to go attacking for these last 25 minutes or so. Just see what we can do. Upson gets it forward to Ashby. Davies. Cleared. Here's Patterson now. Patterson finds Armstrong. Patterson again. Here's Stevens. Seddon finds Armstrong. This is a good move forward. It's cleared away by Rogerson. Brown forward. Parker away. Yeah, this is Wimbledon coming back at us now. McCann. Alright, end of highlight there. 20 minutes to go in this encounter. Trouble is, none of our players are playing especially well. We need a miracle to get back into this now. Here's Armstrong. Gets it to McCann. Here's Patterson. McCann. Armstrong again. McCann. Let's forward to Diamini. Yes, good goal. I think it's Dlamini. But it's a good goal regardless. 3-0 Wimbledon, and we have been well and truly stuffed, haven't we, in this match? We've been distinctly second best. And that, you know, tells us a lot about this season. I think our home form is going to be especially important, and getting victories over teams that are going to be towards the bottom of the division. You know, Wimbledon, I would expect, are probably going to be up towards the promotion spots. Yeah, you know, this isn't the sort of match we need to be winning this year. And it is just that come down in expectations of we've had 2 fabulous years of success, had a difficult summer of recruitment. Here's Dane Scarlett, by the way, with a shot, and that just about sums up our day. But Dane Scarlett has looked a little bit dangerous in parts, so good to know. But 3-0 to Wimbledon, and yeah, we weren't good enough today, but we will have to see how it goes moving forward. It's not an absolute disaster. These things do happen, and yeah, as I say, it's going to be about winning the games that we should be winning, not worrying about the ones that we're not necessarily meant to win. If we look at the season preview, AFC Wimbledon have just been relegated from League One, so they are going to be a better team than us. They're one of the favourites to be up in that promotion picture. You know, whereas we beat Bromley, who are expected to finish just ahead of us. So it's one of those where we'll have to make sure our home form is good and push on from there. I think we'll come back for the... Well, I don't really want to play in the EFL Trophy, I don't think. I think we'll come back for Gillingham and Crewe. 2 away games. They're going to be very, very important for us. So we'll see how we get on against them. Hopefully I'll have some new signings to tell you about by then as well. If you've enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching and goodbye.